All right. Let me add to that with exactly what you said earlier, Cletus. So, considering everything that you've said, you also say history's repeat itself. You even use examples of specific events throughout history over and over and over. What do you
That's it.
think
Yeah,
is the
no, continue.
force? What do you think is the actual force behind these reoccurring events happening over and over again?
Yeah. Actually, uh, I want to point out on that. So recently with the TikTok ban, right? So if you look up France, for example, on Instagram, it's only gonna show you like peaceful fucking pictures of France and the most,
Mm-hmm.
the most beautiful pictures of France. But if you go on TikTok, it's gonna show you the protests and all that other shit in France going on. And that's why they want to ban it, because people on TikTok, they're going to give you the actual informational news. I mean, it's one-sided or the other because of the algorithm or whatever. But yeah, yeah, right, right. Hmm. Hmm.
So, who do you think
Hmm.
controls them?
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. Hmm.
Yep.
uh, in America,
Yep.
you got Fox, CNN, BBC, even though that's what UK based or whatever.
Yep.
But yeah, and they all say the same thing. But if you keep swiping and swiping and exploring, you'll actually find the truth.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
dedication.
Do you think
The
that's coincidental
dedication.
or done deliberately?
it, yeah, it has to.
Why do you think
Yeah,
that is?
It's because okay, so if you got iPhone or even Samsung, right? Your your IP or whatever the fuck, Google, right? And
Mhm.
it's based off in LA, which they, it's a liberal state. So and that's how they do it. They want you to see those first articles like first. They don't want you to sit there and dig, right? So every day, I'm gonna fully admit this. I look up Joe Biden news, right? And I'll sit there and I'll swipe and swipe and swipe and keep going like way back into the archives to actually figure out what's going on. And yeah. Right. Hmm. Right. Hmm. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. How old are you guys? Oh wait. Oh,
32.
okay. Well, I'm 25, so like I'm not very far behind you
41.
guys. Yeah. 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 It's ridiculous, dude.
Hey, hey,
Yeah.
bro. Look,
Like,
hey, I understand. I like you're absolutely right. Look, I'm 41 years old, and my grandmother. Hold up. But my grandmother, she 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 taught me with her history books from the 1940s
mhm,
and then the 1950s,
yeah.
right? And so like they were still teaching about the Arctic Circle. They were still teaching about a lot of stuff they don't teach people now.
Like a
And
dramatic
then
change,
Well,
isn't it?
yeah,
okay, so
like
I have
Zeppelins,
to.
Zeppelins were like air traffic for like thousands of years. Like,
Um,
and people don't know that shit.
it's,
Like they
Oh,
just
you're right.
think of it. Yeah,
I,
like
Because I was raised by my grandparents, so I know exactly what you're talking about. I had
yeah.
yeah, so
all
So
was
old
I.
school teachers and all that shit,
Yeah,
ancient teachers.
no, I get it, and this is where I have to cut you off at. So my sister, she recently graduated high school, and she had a class in Medford, a little southern Minnesotan, you know, a tiny school. Like I graduated with 30
Retards go
people.
there.
Yeah, and like she graduated with like maybe 28 people. She still had like an LGBT like class, right? And it's bullshit. When I went to high school, it I read Gary Paulson, uh, actually learned, you know, American history, world history, all like the shit that matters. But when my sister went through high school, it was all LGBT fucking, like she had a class dedicated to trans rights and gay rights, and She's only 6 years younger than me.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know,
My teeth
I'm gonna add to that, Kalidas.
uh,
Have you guys seen that movie of basically the movie they made about Fahrenheit 451
yeah,
with
they burn
Michael?
books. Yeah, where they burn books and shit like that to hide. Yeah.
They made it in 2018. I just watched that shit, and I already read the book, of course, back in school, but to
Yeah.
not only watch that, but then like the dialogue that he was talking about is literally what we're talking about. Remember that scene where they're about to burn the books of that old lady, and he was talking to what's his face, and he's asking him, he's like, why is it that they don't want us to read these books? And then he brought all those old books, and some of them were good books, but some of them were obviously like racially motivated and fucked up and things like that. But the shit that he was talking about was like, yeah, they don't want you to hear this stuff because it offended black people, or white people don't want to hear this like this. And the reason why we're burning these things is because we're just trying to keep everybody happy, basically. Because once you know these stuff.
Yes. No. Okay. So I grew up in a very small town, right? And I'm not trying to get racist or whatever here. We had a couple black kids and we had a couple white kids or whatever, right? They never shielded us from that, right? Like, I don't care what your fucking skin color is, and, like, it just wasn't like that, and nowadays it is. And it also has to go with sexual orientation and all this other shit. The chopping block. No. Huh. Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Yeah. Exactly, like video games. And mhm. Yeah. And I'm gonna go back to Star Wars here.
Now let me actually
Wait.
Dude,
Cletus
see,
and Laura.
Star
Cletus
Wars.
and Laura.
Star
Hey,
Wars.
fuck
Cletus and
you.
Laura.
Huh.
Will you help me with this defense?
now let me ask you guys.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys a different kind of
I
question.
marked it.
Let me ask you guys a different kind of question.
Mhm.
Now I'm gonna contradict the statement a little bit. So
Alright.
let's say, you know, like what you say is how important history and books and everything like that. We can all agree on that. Why is it that the books, such as, you know, the ones made are very racially influenced and things like that, why is it that we should keep those despite the fact of how it may offend people of different races and everything like that? So what I'm
All right. So
Or do you find those
hold
important?
Hold on. Let me get something in.
Go
real
for it,
quick.
sir. Go for it.
All right. Now, hold on. Now, the reason on why is because, look, at that time, that was acceptable, and that's part of our
Yeah.
history. The good and the bad and the ugly should always be recorded because then you know where
Yes.
you're going, where you're at, and where you're going to be at if you go back, right? So if you tailor make history so it's all rainbows and unicorns, and you leave out all the ugly parts of history,
Mhm.
right? Then you're
Yeah.
doomed to repeat it, and then you're causing a society
Yeah.
what's going to be susceptible to making the same mistakes and to always tripling on their own dicks, bro. So like,
Yes.
no,
Good
like,
answer,
you
sir.
can't-
I do agree.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then and so and like okay, so and then when you saw the toppling of our bill of our statues, right? When you saw that happening, the only time you see that is during regime change. Like we're
Mhm.
like two different governments. Like there's two different like there's like okay, so there's like, you know, the United States government, right? And then there's the federal government. Like they're one and the same, but it's still divided.
Yeah.
Like one is has the duty to the people, and the one they swear to their own constitution, and they just have the duty to the federal government.
Hey, Cletus, you're
So
okay if I
there's-
invite my brother?
Like when
Oh,
you start
Derek's
thinking
coming
in
in?
that terms, right? And then like a lot of the drone programs, what he was talking about earlier, right? So they outsource those. There's actually companies will go and they're like hired hitmen. They just go out and they have a 9-to-5 job. They play Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, whatever. They're a normal person. It's like them playing video games. They go, they find their objective, boom, boom, and then they're out. Like real talk. Yes, sir.
Well, okay, you can also circle back
No, I
to
did.
the Art of War. You can also circle back to
Yep.
the Art of War, right? And they just want people to fight amongst themselves. So,
The divide amongst the divide.
yep. Yeah, but it also But
And
the
so,
thing is that
if it
you
was
need-
made several centuries ago, how is it still being applied and applicated today?
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. And the oh no, and that's
Well, there isn't.
no,
There isn't.
and yeah, and it, I
But words
well,
hold
no,
different meaning throughout centuries. But look, words hold different meaning throughout different centuries, right? So
I
when you know that, and then you take that and you apply it to what, okay, so when you think of a war, right, you close your eyes, you think of like Saving Private Ryan, or you might
oh
think of
God no,
motherfucking stuff was a
God
little
no,
bit, no,
it,
it's fought with drones. They do the drone strike force first. Then they come in with the wave of the fucking tanks. Then the infantry hit, right? And then all that shit goes down. And then all that shit's fucked. All that shit's fucked. And then there's shit what we don't even know they use. Because they
uh,
charge shit out.
yes. Right, right, right. Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, the M1 Abrams. Yeah. Right, right, right. And 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 that's where I'm gonna and that's where I'm gonna point out the art of war. So the reason that we didn't give a shit was because we trained our people off that book. You gotta remember, we learned off that shit. You gotta remember, like, we, they were smarter than we are nowadays. We evolved off their techniques. That was the, like, right, right.
Oh, what? They broke through?
If they had the technology that we do now, we would die. We would be decimated. Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't even say put together. The only reason that Russia is kind of a superpower is because their
Sorry, I'm on the
winters,
phone.
like their winters, are so strong, and people like to fight them in the winters.
Yeah,
And
they got home court advantage like a motherfucker.
yeah, and that's the only reason that they're a superpower. Russia is like Russia by itself. We could fucking like the United States could take over them in a heartbeat. Like, China, the only thing that they have going for them is they actually do have a hypersonic nuclear warhead. And Bliss's
Took me
brother,
out.
or
Smart.
Bliss's brother, which is kind of like he's my baby bro. He's in the army, and he's being taught how to fight against them.
Almighty, you're not in the spy, so you're gonna fucking die.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. I I think the I think the whole world together, right now, if it's not like an Asian country like South Korea, North Korea, China, and shit like that, where uh, they don't have like a mandatory military or military.
What's up, Jenny?
They don't have like a military. You need
Even you made a comment.
you don't need to join the military or whatever the fuck. Yeah. There ain't gonna be another war. Oh fuck no! It's gonna be drones or warheads. Yeah. Especially M1 Abrams. Oh my god, those can fuck shit up. Oh shit, okay. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Um, I actually got a, I actually got a story about that. So,
Bliss, join our
Bliss,
group.
yeah. Um, so my uncle,
Almighty backhouse
he's,
so we can pick up Bliss.
how do I do that? Wait till the map loads in, or what?
Here, just join me if you guys are waiting.
Okay, we'll join you.
So, my uncle, he was actually one of the first Marines to drop in Afghanistan. The whole, when the whole Middle East during 9/11 happened, and when he came out, he shot himself, and that's why I have an arrow on my leg. Taught me how to bow hunt and all. And yeah, that fucked him up. That war was fucking bullshit. The whole Middle East was bullshit. Yeah, exactly. It was over oil. You watch the Sean Ryan show? Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about. Hmm. Yeah, she pointed out every pinpoint. Okay, his son's gonna be on top of this staircase and all of that. Like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, yep. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Yep. No, not 15, like 10. Like 10 years. Yeah, yeah, yep. Purpose, yeah. It's for money or some personal gain. And
You captured Zone C. You lost.
No.
Zone A.
Okay. Okay. I will say this. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Right, right. Getting ready. Please help me. Yeah.
Lost. Zone C.
Spawned.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Just ran from me.
Captured Zone C.
Now we're not out there. Bye.
Yeah.
Careful.
Right, right.
Shit. No.
Lost. Zone C.
Right, right, right. Yeah, they had to sell a Pontiac.
Now I'm lost. What are you guys talking about now?
Oh, we're talking about the world. But what I wanted, communism actually really does sound good on paper, right? Oh, like we will never find somebody that can actually, that is, people go, oh, Bernie Sanders can fucking do it? Fuck no. Right?
You captured Zone C.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Right, right, right.
Where are you going?
You captured Zone A. Lost.
Yeah.
Zone C.
Off me. Off me.
Yeah. There is. Yep.
I'm done.
You captured Zone C.
Yep.
You lost Zone A.
not even. Don't bring religion into it. Yeah, and like it's not a. But like,
Someone should back up.
Gandhi. Gandhi. If you look into his past, he was a fucked up person. Yeah.
You lost Zone C.
Yeah.
You captured Zone A.
Oh, what's her name? Christian Bale. No, I'm talking about she was a what the fuck was her name? She was a nun. I can't remember her name. Mother Teresa.
I was about to say, I'm like, you're talking about Mother Teresa.
Mother Teresa. She was a fucked bitch too. She did some dirty shit. She really did. She killed tribes in Africa and all that other shit. Yeah.
You captured Zone C.
Yeah.
Your team is breaking.
Damn, y'all died. Fuck. Oh, they can come find me.
You lost Zone C.
Mm-hmm.
Killed one.
Defeat.
Yeah. Yeah. So what I have to what I have to say about that, right? So, and that's what Biden is like. I'm a big gun supporter, right? But I do believe that we need to have like people that have violent crimes shouldn't have guns, right? Like I believe that there should be some sort of gun control. But what Biden's administration is trying to do is going like, oh, nobody should have guns, right? They want to be like Australia or the UK and all those. And with what Biden is saying, oh, they want to fucking retaliate towards the government. You need F-15s. You need all that shit. Like, I got family in the police and the military. They're not going to fight against the civilian population. They're not going to. And that's the problem. And even at that, they're going to be outgunned. Yeah. 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 I went to a school like in southern Minnesota. My class was the last class that they had gun safety in school. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. ARs. Look at ARs. Apparently, that they're used in the most like mass shootings or whatever, right? I built. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, they'll bring on the news, fucking shoot a water. And they use a 12 gauge shotgun. Oh, that's what an AR does. No!
You captured Zone C. You lost Zone A.
No, dude. No, dude. I'll go with you.
You lost Zone C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
May I say something?
Yeah.
What you call it? So, to
I
put
love
regulation,
debate.
to put regulation on the Second Amendment is unconstitutional in any way, shape, or form. All right, well, hold on. So, like, because when you start to ratify and when you start to change things, that means that you're changing a thing which already been solidified and concreted. All right. So if our nation is founded on a principle, right, you cannot take away its founding principle, no matter if a person's violent or not, because you have to think. Hold up. Our nation was founded by criminals. Our police forces were old people that used to rob fucking stagecoaches and fucking trains, and then they settled into towns and they wanted to make those towns safe, and then they became lawmen.
I will have to disagree with you on that. So,
well, I mean, you could look at Wyatt Earp, you can look at a lot of cowboys would have become lawmen.
The thing was is that the government was back that you're talking about like the 1800s, right?
Yeah, but we're
days.
talking about the founding of our country. So the founding of our country was in 1776.
Okay,
that was
the
when
founding of the country.
we were. Yeah, so what I'm saying is this: if we are supposed to go by the Constitution, all right, that you cannot pick and choose on what you
Well,
can and
yeah,
cannot
yeah.
take away from a person. If a person has the right to bear arms, they have a right to bear arms.
Well,
There's
yeah,
no questions
and
asked.
I will agree with
That's
that,
all I'm
but I
saying.
will,
That's all I'm
yeah,
saying.
no, I will agree with you on that, but what I will disagree with you, with, you saying, oh, they were old. They were like 20s.
You
It
captured
was,
Zone
Really?
C.
Really? Okay,
yes.
so every one of the people who signed the Declaration of Independence weren't treasonous.
Oh, no, they were,
So, well, but no, but what I'm talking about is the founding fathers. Every one of those men who put their name on that piece of paper were
no,
considered treasonous, and they either got hung or they died in a cell.
no, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Which is like it's a misdemeanor.
And and what's funny about that is too, if you look back in history, it's not against the Constitution or any law. There was a guy in the 1910s, 1920s, part of the Communist Party that actually ran for president inside prison.
You got me. Shit.
You lost Zone C.
Nice.
You captured Zone C.
Damn. This conversation took a turn.
Okay.
Lost
I,
Zone C.
mhm. I have to. I'm not trying to cut you off here or whatever. So I live in Minnesota, right? And it was right after the George Floyd killing and all that shit, right?
Enemy team is
Um,
breaking.
so I was in St. Paul where it happened,
Enemy rally.
and I saw a guy. He was eyeing my car, all that shit, and he tried to rob me. And I have my permit to carry. Went to the class, registered my gun, did all the lawful,
Enemy team is
everything lawful that I had to do. And he tried to open my car door, and as soon as I pulled my gun, he stopped. and the cops were still called. Is that wrong? Like, exactly.
The enemy rally. Enemy team is breaking.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
enemy rally. Enemy team is breaking.
I don't. Uh,
Good shit.
uh,
You captured Zone A.
Oh, they're playing that
yeah,
game.
exactly.
Bliss, I got something for that.
Uh,
Victory.
right. Right. Uh, so no. What I have to say on that, Bliss or Zach, um, he's seen and he's also shot. What I carry a Glock 19. Yeah, I'm not a Glock guy. Bigger
He likes how
mag.
he likes how it handles.
No, I don't like how it handles. Like if I go out in public, I carry my MMP shield. It's a Shield 2.0. I can legit put it into my pocket, and it looks like a phone. Right. But in my car, I carry a Glock 19. Just because it's a double stacked, it's 18 plus 1. It's just what I keep in my car. But that was what I had in my car when I got, caught up in St. Paul. Because especially with the riots and like they have sanctions in town in St. Paul. Because so my buddy, he owns he makes his own joint papers and stuff like that, and I go to his events and I'm a bouncer for that. And like I can't tell you how many times he's trying to he's almost gotten robbed, and they see my holster and they fucking run away. The St. Paul after George Floyd's shit is ridiculous. Like they sanction off that part of town where cops can't come in, and they block that shit. It's ridiculous. and apparently I'm in the wrong.
You're
Even though that I
racist for
can,
thinking that.
huh? Oh, I'm cis for thinking that? Fuck you. No, like, it. I can't tell you how many times I've had to be pulled into the station and go like, "Oh, do you have your registration for that gun?
You lost,
Is that
Zone
gun in
A.
your name? Is it this and that and that?" Huh? Sorry. So my one of my buddies, he owns his own like rolling paper companies, right? So he makes joint papers, blunt papers, and stuff like that. And when he has events, he hires me on as a bouncer. And he has events in St. Paul where George Floyd was killed. And I bring my gun because they have spots in towns where they cut cops off and shit like that, where cops aren't allowed and they let the fucking. Sorry, I'm fighting real quick. Oh fuck.
Yeah, I'm down.
Fudge.
But
Hate fighting
so my
Kyoshi.
buddy,
You captured Zone A.
my buddy has these events or whatever in St. Paul where it's like a cop was actually in May.
You lost.
A cop
Zone
was
C.
recently just killed. Like he went up on the
Nice
guy.
hidden stance.
All right. But a cop was recently just killed in St. Paul, where I go to help my buddy do events and shit for his company and all that shit. So I carry a gun. So I carry a gun when I do that shit because, like, I'm a bouncer and do all that. And cops have came up on me and asked me, like, "Oh, do you got a permit to carry that? You got this and that?" And yeah, I do. And they have to fucking take my handgun and run the serial number, and which I have no problem with. But if you go into St. Paul, dude, there's fucking shootings every other day. It is ridiculous. Minute. Oh. I got kicked out. Yeah. No, dude, I'm in Minnesota. I get it.
What? Backflipped out of that?
Mhm. Mm-hmm.
Destroyed him.
We're winning. Keep driving them back.
Yeah, I was just gonna fucking point that out. Yeah. Yeah.
You captured Zone C.
Mm-hmm.
You lost Zone A.
Oh, fuck AOC. I know who you're talking about. Fuck that bitch.
Don't forget that some of those individuals are plants too.
Yeah. Okay. So, look at what is it? What is her name in Minnesota? Ilman Omar. No, she's a congresswoman in Minnesota. Ilmar Omar. She's a Somalian. Uh, yeah, no, she's Somalian. Ilmar Omar. She's a fucking idiot. I fucking hate her. And you can confirm with Bliss, like, I have more black and colored friends than I do
You
white.
captured Zone A.
I don't give a shit about the color of your skin.
Enemy team
If you're a
is
good
breaking.
fucking person, I have your back. Like, and that's what they're going off of. And it's kind of like what I think with the Reagan administration. He had
Shit.
he planted crack all over the fucking country. Like he wanted
Damn.
a race war. He wanted.
You lost Zone C.
Okay, Bliss.
No, yeah, Bliss, confirm it, motherfucker.
No, I was talking about his Nobu skills.
The enemy rally.
Well, I got kicked out of the game.
Oh,
I'm
how that
losing.
came. Gee.
Enemy team is breaking.
No. Who freed the slaves? The Republican Party. Who actually had plans for women to vote? The Republican Party.
Yeah, but the Republican
of
Party
them.
was different back then, though.
Yeah, well, it's still
Yeah,
the
it
same.
was. Not really. Historically, no.
It's yeah. Yeah. I yeah yeah. So do I. But yeah.
Question. So do you
Yeah.
think, so then historically, do you think that the Republican Party, that was one of their main core agendas, was to help black people?
No, yes. Okay.
You think
Okay.
so?
No. Yes. Okay. Let me. Let me say this. All right. So they have always just it's gonna sound bad, right? They want people's votes, right?
All right, now I agree with you.
And so they want people's votes, and they also want government to not have to do as much work as they have to do, right? So, and that's kind of why Trump right now wants to eliminate the federal tax or the income tax, right? They want the government to do less work than they have to. They don't want the money because they can get the money from actual companies that lobby them or whatever, right? So I don't know, it's kind of stupid, right? So they can get money on us. They just don't want money because they can find it their own way, if that makes sense. Right. Yes.
Whose heart was in a good place?
The Republican Party. Yes. God, yes. The problem
You believe
with
that?
yes. Okay, so here, can I? Um, uh, can I say
Now, are
something
we
real
talking
quick? Right?
about?
No, no, no. Let me see. Not to cut you off or whatever. Okay. So look at what Joe Biden recently said. He said that I believe that black kids can grow up the same way as white kids, right? So he is putting that into, or what did he say? Poor kids can grow up the same way as white kids. He didn't say black kids, he said poor, right? So I came from a very poor family, right? I grew up in a fucking southern Minnesota, like lived in a trailer, went and all that shit. But he's putting it on a specific, you know, basis.
Okay, let me make sure I got this right. You're saying that his quote was that poor kids can grow up like white kids. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes. You
So
can look it up.
white people can't be poor.
Yeah, that's what he said.
What is your interpretation of that?
Um, and that was with the mail-in voting.
Big Brother is watching.
Still didn't answer
Yeah.
my question. What is your interpretation of that? Dividing who?
No, okay. I will give you I will give you my answer to your question. Vote Trump or vote Kennedy. Don't vote Biden.
You captured Zone A.
Still haven't answered my question.
All right.
Like you said, he made a quote saying that poor people can live like white people. What is your interpretation of that?
You captured Zone C.
How is it? Why is it wrong? Okay.
It it kind of goes back to what I was saying. The Democrat Party is pretty much trying to kill the middle class.
So let me ask you one thing.
Yeah, no.
What makes you think that Trump doesn't think the same way?
Because okay.
Now, before you answer that question, I
Yeah.
will tell you, I'm actually originally from New York. I grew up
Right. Yeah,
where
yeah.
Trump reigned over supreme over there for years. Seen
Yeah.
that man. Been by the Trump Towers. I had people that actually worked under his daughter.
Oh,
Seen what he's
I-
done to the people at casinos and all forth and stuff like that. Not only that,
Right,
he's
right.
also admitted many times the people that do advocate for Republicans are easily manipulated, and all you have to do is say buzzwords to get them on your side. So I again repeat, what makes you think that he doesn't think different?
I'm not saying he doesn't think differently, right? All right. So what I think with him is that he has that kind of spectrum that we need. He wants to run the government like a business, right?
And
So
that's a
he
good thing?
wants to- Yes, because it should be, because we have to put our money here, there, that way, this way, whatever the fuck, right?
But I thought we didn't have really money to really throw around like that.
And that's what Biden is doing, right? He's putting trillions of dollars into this sport that we have nothing to do with, right? And it's affecting all of us. Gas prices are all-time low, or all-time high. I can't even buy a house in southern Minnesota now under fucking
But you
200,000.
have to understand that all this is manufactured inflation.
And
Right.
mhm. Right.
Now that I do agree.
Yeah.
You lost Zone C. You lost Zone A.
Right.
You captured Zone C.
Right.
You lost Zone C.
The only reason why I say that is because, like I said, I'm not an advocate when it comes to politics. I think people are going to be screwed. Either way you
Oh,
look
yeah,
at
no,
it depends
either
on how
way.
you get served. But my thing is that as a guy grew up in the 90s in New York and seeing this man on TV with his bullshit,
Oh,
a same
yeah,
guy
no.
whose dad has even admitted that he's a shiesty ass dude.
Oh no, I'm not saying vote for Trump. No. Like, yeah, I did vote for him in 2016.
Which is fine. That's totally your right to do that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just-
I will fully admit, I will I will say, sorry, I'm fighting a bitch.
Your team is breaking.
RFK Jr.
You lost Zone C. Defeat.
Yeah.
You know what? I want to see an average Joe, just somebody who's just a normal fucking American.
And that's
Who's
what
like
that's
just
what
decent.
that's what I'm kind of saying. You know, his family was in politics or whatever the fuck, right? RFK Jr.
Like
He kind of swings more right, but he's independent, and he's pretty smart in it, right?
I mean, he's all right. He's all right. I mean, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of people I was thinking, but who should have ran and didn't. But then like, I mean, like it's like, I don't know. Like, I think if you want to make a change, you need to vote. You know, like more locally. Get involved in in your cities and in your town and do that change with that first, because then you can maybe make the change within. You know, and then once you do
I agree with that
that, maybe
statement.
within a generation,
Yeah, no, dude,
you know, like,
I agree with that. I forget that, and that's the
because
sad
like,
thing.
but we also need another. I honestly believe like we need another party, and it should just be of just independent, just average Joe people, and then we can have
that's
our own
what
candidate in there.
and that's what I was saying. RFK Jr. and
What's up? Bro, no, I'm being serious, dude. I'm being serious though, because look, because if we had if we had our own party, what was the average working class man who fought for the middle class and fought for the balance between both sides, that would be the equal between both sides.
All right, when I hit 35, so in 10 years, I want you guys to vote for me. All right.
Vote for me.
Better vote for me, motherfuckers. You see Steven Lubin on that ballot.
I'm old. I might not make it. I might not make it, dog. I'm old. You know, like.
You're not that old.
10
You're not
years,
old like that.
In 10
Man,
years,
you don't know. I'm old, bro. I'm old.
No,
Shit.
you're not. You
In
got
9
people
years,
living to
I'll be
like over
fucking
100
50.
years old, man. Come on.
Man,
You basically the new middle age. What are you talking about?
9 years. Oh my god.
Bro, you are the new middle age. Okay? 30's the new 20. You're the new 30.
You're gonna be a boomer when I vote, man.
No, I'm not 30. I'm 41, dog.
No, I'm
Like,
saying 40's the new 30.
Man, you're horrible. No.
Bro, 40
no.
is not old like that, dude.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Like, why is you should not be a lifetime politician.
No.
Like, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And then there should be rules, like, I mean, there's inside trader rules, and they're not even fucking following that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And then and like that, they should be held to the fucking law, like we would be held to the law. Because if that was one of us, we would be fucked.
We go to jail. We go to prison.
You lost Zone C.
Yeah, your promissory note's against the Constitution. It says in the Constitution nothing should be paid unless it's a gold or silver tender. And then that's why they were like, well, the promissory note is backed by gold and silver. Well, not since the 70s. So then why are we still using it?
I don't think you were a part of the party at the time, but I was telling all these guys that like, so I got a financing app or whatever, right? And it tells me, so every politician that invests into stocks or whatever, they have
Yeah, you were
to
talking about
leave.
Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Every like she has to legally put it out after 30 days what she invested into, and I will invest into those stocks,
Zone C.
and she sells out 30 days later. All right, well, I'm buying out of that. So no,
Yeah.
Killed me.
But that's the whole thing. Look, okay, so it's the same thing with generational wealth. Okay, so you might not see yourself be a millionaire, but your son may see themselves be a millionaire, and then so on and so forth, right? And then
Well,
depending if those
same
kids
thing with farmers,
keep
right?
doing that, right? They will always have generational wealth.
Yeah.
Okay. Now they don't
That's-
teach that to people anymore. They don't teach that.
No.
They don't teach you how to manage the checkbook.
Shit.
They don't teach you about, economics within your household. Okay. So
what? No.
so yeah. 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 See, so like within
what I'm
100
gonna-
years, people will be idiots because and it's true. Like we're watching Idiocracy, the movie, fucking play out.
I
right
love
in
that
front of us.
movie. I love that movie. So I kind of learned from that movie. So what I'm gonna do with my kids is that I'm gonna take a credit card out, right? I'm gonna take a credit card out. I'm gonna put them as an authorized spender.
You captured Zone
So
A.
if I pay that credit card out, they'll move out at 18 with a perfect fucking
You
credit score.
captured Zone A.
And that's the problem that we have today. Look at my brother, for example, right? He is from 25. He's 22.
What?
Yeah. He's 22 with 10 grand in credit card debt.
Lost Zone A.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's irresponsible spending.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that but if we want to go back to the original topic, right? The original topic is how would you change things, right? Well, it would be like, yeah, the only way, because dude, look, you have to change from within, and if you don't want to have the bloodshed, if you don't want to have the revolution, then you would have to change it from within. If not, you're fucked.
I don't.
Because there's only two ways. There's only two ways. There's either war or changing it from within, right? You have to either infiltrate, penetrate, destroy like they've done for the past 30 to 40 years, right? You're going to have to do the same, and it's going to be harder. It's going to be harder because they already did it, right?
Yes.
But like,
and that's what I was talking about, communism, right? It sounds great on paper, but we will never find somebody
like
that
this
can
has
actually.
happened. But okay, look, we're talking about systems that have been in place for like thousands of years, bro. Like Egypt, right? For
No.
instance, hold on.
Yeah.
No, hold on. Egypt's that was the first, and like the Mayans, the Incans, all that. They had city blocks the same way we grid city blocks, the same way, right? They had government and shit and power the same way that we have government and shit and power.
Right.
Captured Zone
Right?
A.
It's just there's only little cultural differences. That's it. The only thing we do in history is we keep refining things down, so we make it better, right? So we keep building an empire that we'll never see. So we're basically like the ants, and everything is being built, and then they destroy us once we figure out, hey, we're the ants. And we don't want to be the ants anymore. And so guess what happens? A big cataclysm happens, the world ends, it's the apocalypse, right? And then people go into hiding, and that's why they're still unearthing underground cities to this day, right? And the fuckers who survive, and then they keep redoing it. And but you can see it. I mean, it's in history.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, so these are things we're talking about, right? Would always happen over and over and over again, and we're doomed to repeat them.
Okay, and that's what I was saying earlier. History repeats itself, right?
But it only repeats itself is because the people they're doomed to repeat it because they don't know the true history.
Exactly. Right.
The toppling of monuments.
Who was the first emperor of China? He had the Thousand War statues.
The Ming Dynasty.
Yeah. He had warriors that are fucking trapped around his tomb and shit like that. Had booby traps and shit like that. He lived his life off the art of war that was written. And everything I say goes back to the art of war. That's modern politics. Yeah. That's what I was saying earlier with the Republican Party. It's all money.
Your team is breaking.
Why did I get kicked out of the party again?
This bastard.
Yeah.
Your team rallied.
Yeah, baby.
So what?
Yeah, but this is the only time. This is like the only time that the party has totally reversed. There's been minor like adjustments, but like this is the only time in history that a party has fucking reversed. This is the only time in history that a president has fucking got hit with more counts than fucking Jimmy Hoffa. Like, he had 27 counts. This one has 31 or some shit. Like, I mean, so...
Oh, no.
So, I mean, like, there's a lot. I just can't anymore. This is like watching a B-lister movie, and I just can't look away. I can't turn the TV off.
What's funny is that, like, 90% of the presidents in, like, U.S. history, when they run for re-election, they get it, right? it's very
Or the
few and
president
in
what comes
between.
in, he respects the last president's wishes, and he keeps
Yeah,
whatever his policies were in place.
yeah.
That's what
What?
usually happens.
Yeah. So what pisses me off? Yeah. What pisses me off, right? So my
Yeah, this
mom
was a
is
great game. A match.
uh, so my mom is diabetic, right? And when uh, so
Great match.
my mom is diabetic, right? And
Great
Trump was
match.
in office, when Trump was in office, he actually capped the price of insulin at $35 an hour, or $35 a shot, right?
Hmm.
And when Biden got in office, he took that away. And when people started bitching about it, he's like, "All right, well, I'll cap it at 45." And he's like, "Oh, well, I'm the president that actually fucking capped it off." And no, that's bullshit.
Yeah, you capped it off at a higher price, and you're getting it. And now there's
You getting
there's
off?
actually, um, there's actually another thing. If I can find it, I'll send it in the chat. But
Mhm.
you can get your
I'm not
meds
in the
cheaper.
chat. You got like a Snapchat thing or whatever the fuck?
Yeah, I don't do all that shit, dude. I really stay off. I have like a Facebook and shit, but I don't really fuck around on that thing even. Like, this is as far as it really goes for me being online. Yeah, I'm like, I don't like being super connected.
No, that's fair.
You don't like making friends?
You don't like friends?
You douchebag.
Well, no,
I'm
it's
just
not,
fucking with
it's
you.
not like that. It's not like that. Okay, so look, I don't understand like the whole like, I like if I'm on like my Facebook, I see something what's cool, I might post it or something, like shit like that. But I ain't posting like my personal pictures and all that other weird shit.
Of course not.
I mean, like
Use
I'm
bathroom.
doing me. I'm doing me. Like. Yeah, like I might, like I'll be in a group chat and that's really about it.
Somebody want to send me an invite again, quick?
Wait, are we doing a custom?
I don't know, it just seems like,
Yeah, because
I don't know,
Steven's
man,
banned
like,
for 10 minutes.
okay, like, I don't know, man, like,
Man, for 10 minutes,
there's
I
just
was
a lot of
playing the
shit,
whole
like,
time.
that just don't
Oh.
make sense, right?
Are we
So,
doing
like,
training or are we doing legit shit, Bliss?
So,
No, I wanna go
you know,
against you too.
as it's gotten harder, I mean, I've seen this before, but,
No, Steven! Other team.
we waste our
What?
time chasing money what's not worth anything to buy things what are supposed to be like we can earn or we could either craft or make ourselves, right? And we value things what don't even really have value.
Fine.
Yeah, but
Oh.
well, they didn't take it away. It was your choice to be took it away. So we let the ease of things being brought to us and being done for us, and we took the luxuries for just everyday life, right? In which we lost our traits and our culture.
Round one.
I can't hear you. You're cutting out, bro.
Here, kill me quick.
Why?
Because I want to
won't
watch
get-
how to play the game.
You won't get kicked in a custom match.
Well, I know, but I want to watch how to actually play the game.
Alright, well, you'll go to the peanut gallery, sir.
Yeah, I've been waiting, bro. And my homie's here too. So. Here, hold on. Let me get to a port real fast. I'll get over to where you're at. Boom, boom. All right.
I don't know why I'm fucking kicked for 10 minutes. I was playing the whole fucking time.
Round two.
Really?
I was.
I mean, do you have to kill him? You could just watch from the side.
Yeah.
Nah. I actually want to
Yeah, hidden thing.
spectate. Yeah. Mm-hmm. For who?
How did
me?
I not get that fucking guard raid?
Oh, shit.
What's up?
Round three.
Yes. Yes.
Well, actually, that's not technically true. Wait, hold up. Well, I have to stop you. Because, I mean, look, because of the process, right? So, like, now, if you have somebody who's in government or in politics or whatever, and if they're just in there for the people, right? See,
But the
you
thing-
have people with, hold up. Wait. You have career politicians. You have politicians that are there to make a name for themselves and to make money, right? And then you do have people that are in there
Good
to
hidden
make a
stance.
change. But usually the people that are there to make a change get fucking drowned out through all the noise.
Okay, yep.
All right? So you can't
Good
just
hidden
say
stance.
all is bad, right? So because
Good
that would
shit.
be to say like everybody who's a criminal is bad. Some people who are criminals
Low-key
have
trying to
had just had
exhaust
a
you, but
bad
you kept your
fucking
stamina
shuffle.
good.
Yeah,
And I mean, like, I'm,
Round
and so like, so when you think like that, if you're like, well, the whole system's bad, and no,
Oh,
it's
are you trying to fight?
most of it is. You're mostly right. Yeah, most of it is bad. But there are people that are trying to make a change, and these are the ones that you hear, and we say that they're crazy. These are the ones that we hear, and they're like, that's not what's going on. And then 3 years later, it is what's going on. Right? And so, like, okay, so look, in the 90s, they said that there was going to be cameras on every block, and that Big Brother was going to be watching and all this other stuff. And they used to call us conspiracy theorists, and we had tin foil on our hat, over our heads, like hats and shit, and all this other crap, right? And then fast forward to 2020. Before that, there weren't cameras like that. But then when everybody was locked up, like they were in prison, guess what happened when you got out from prison, bro? There was cameras on the yard.
Yeah. Okay,
Right?
So, I was actually a CO for 2 years, right? In the Faribault prison in Minnesota. And so the reason that I quit my job as a CO, as a CO, right? It wasn't because of the inmates. It was because of the other COs. Like, it was bad because if I wasn't a power tripping asshole,
Good shit. Oh shit.
But that's how it is. Look, most people will get into law enforcement and stuff like that. Some are there for the right reasons. They want to keep the peace. They want to be the good cop. They want to be the one who's, active in their community and wanting to make the change, right? But then you have other cops what are there for just the paycheck. They're there for the power trip. They might have got picked on when they were fucking in high school. All kinds of shit. Like, that's some real shit. That's real shit. Like, because look, but at the end of the day, but I mean, then there's law enforcement. What I know, like, they came directly from the service, and they just wanted to keep serving. So, like, I mean, and hey, my hat's off to them. I have friends that are like that. So like.
No, God no.
No.
What? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nice hidden stance.
Victory.
But why? But yeah, but
so
the whole thing. The whole thing is you have to then ask yourself why, and then you have to follow the rabbit hole. Like, that's where this all leads to. Okay, so like, I mean, you can tell. But can I just finish? I mean, please.
Yeah.
I've been getting cut off the whole time.
Sorry,
every time I talk, I get cut off. I mean,
I'm sorry.
But,
you're good. Sorry.
So what I'm saying is,
Oh, I keep falling for that.
So like, when you're looking at things and you're seeing them for what they are, right? Now, like I said, there's good people, there's bad people, but then you have the people that are in the middle, right? They're just trying to keep their head in the sand. They want to just go to work, come home, live their 9-to-5 job, right? They want to just do that shit, all right? They don't want to make any ripples. They want their coworkers to like them. So of course, if their other coworker's a dick and it's going to be corrupt, they're going to be a dick and they're going to be corrupt like that too, because people are very easily persuaded. Because not a lot of people are strong.
Thank you.
They don't have values, they don't have morals, they don't have respect, they don't have honor, and they don't have discipline. Okay? So if you don't have any of these qualities, how are you going to exert those qualities? So
what?
But the current system, what's teaching the kids is the fucking schools, because the parents are working jobs. They made a woman a man, so now the woman has to act like a man and work a 9-to-5, right? So she can't even fucking instill morals or guidance within her own kids. Fucking, you have the man who works, and he might have to work a double, or he might be, he might be a fireman, a law enforcement officer, might be in the military. So now he's not fucking. Now he's not in the house. So who's raising the kids besides TikTok, Facebook, and the purple hair teacher?
When
Let's see what.
Yeah. They might wake up with a headache from how much they left. Yeah. No, she slept through the whole thing. She sleeps through everything.
I kind of want to actually say something on that.
Hey, Steven.
Weird.
No more getting kicked.
We'll have this one too.
Stop saying.
That's fine.
Stop being AFK.
So what? The whole conversation you guys had, right? So when I was a CO, right?
Why not?
We had like 6 weeks of training, right?
Yeah, we don't got time for that.
And we had 6 weeks of training, and we were told, just shut the fuck up, Zach.
Sorry, man.
So, we had 6 weeks of training, and we were told, our job is not to punish these guys, right? And I took that pretty seriously, and I never.
Whoa, that was a crazy lag I just experienced.
I never did that. I treated those guys like they were not friends. Like, I didn't treat them like they were friends, but I treated them like they were acquaintance, right? So when I went into work, I'd sit at a desk, and there was 104 inmates. So I had to watch 104 people. And the whole time I was there, no drugs, no tattooing, no fights, no nothing.
Oh, let me get that.
Just because the way that I treated those guys.
But what I was referring to was like, you had people what weren't even supposed to be locked up. Like 2020 was basically like they called lockdown on the yard, right?
Yeah.
And everybody had to go into their cell and they had to lock up, right? And so now you had people who had jobs, and so now they had little furloughs where they can get out of their cell and they can go to work and yada yada yada. It was the same motherfucking thing, right? So now you fast forward, you get out, and now there's cameras everywhere. People are pissed off, they're mad, they're looking for any reason to fucking fight. And guess what happens? Somebody puts some knee on somebody's neck, and fucking boom. And then, so it was a powder keg just waiting to happen. Like, if you understand like cause and effect, and like for every action there's a reaction and a repercussion. Like, you see all of this shit and it all lines up, and then it's like, and so like we're being played. Like, it's funny as fuck, because when you see it, you're being played.
He was already in the middle of that. But also, I think he's got a weird lag, Bliss.
When I was a CO, if they needed something, that
Valkyrie beat my ass. I ain't gonna stop.
They needed to talk, or if they needed to talk to somebody, I was there. They're people. The only people that I treated differently were sex offenders, and I will fully admit to that.
All right, what's up? Where are we going?
I will fully.
I'm on my way.
But yeah, I will fully admit to that. The only people in my cell block that I treated differently were sex offenders. Because on my computer, I can look up everybody that was in my, like, I can look up everybody that was in state prisons, right? Like, I could see everybody in Minnesota. And so my favorite thing on my downtime was to look up what the guys were in my wing, what they were in for.
How did she recover from that?
But like I talked to
We'll have to
I
get
talked
help,
to
dog.
murderers, like it was nothing but sex offenders. They needed something, I would not give them the time of day.
Yeah, and it's like, but what it's just, it's so stupid. It's just because, like, you know, like it's like you're getting set up for the okie doke, and you know it, and it's like, okay, so like, you know, like even our food system, right? So our food system's on a right-on-time system,
Mm-hmm.
right? So like, even if it's like disrupted by like 3 hours, like it's like catastrophic.
Yeah.
Like you like, so everything is always like on a
What?
reset scale and a reset timer. Like, and it's funny is because like our system is so fragile, but we don't see it that way.
Bro, how is
Yeah,
she able to
and-
predict everything I do?
Like, I don't know, man. It's just I look at that and I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, this is just this. It can't be real,
I think
bro.
that
Like,
Valkyrie's on PC.
like this shit is crazy.
You know
I-
what else is insane?
Like, you know, and so that's why I'm saying, like, there has to be a change, but there has to be a change either through the first way or the two-way.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. You either you change for words or you change with the other ones. That's
People
it.
think
That's it.
that
That's
what
What-
pisses me off is people think it needs to change throughout mayor way, right? They vote for a different mayor. No, they need to vote for different Congress members, and there should be a term limit or an age limit for Congress members.
I'm ready, bro.
And there should be a fucking it's all Congress and presidential.
Yeah.
We go to the end.
Yeah, because your Congress is the one. Well, see, okay, look, your president. Okay, so like if we were talking like we terms, right?
Yeah.
Like if this was the '90s, okay. So Congress is like the big like Ace Boone Coon fucking like mafioso drug dealers, okay.
Yeah.
And then like so the president. He's the motherfucking middleman. He's the guy who you think has all the weight, but in actual, he don't have all the weight. He's getting it from the guy who really got all the weight. So we
Actually-
believe
How's she doing
that
it
the
so
president,
fast?
like this is why, because like this is why Congress and all that other shit isn't. It's so that there is no king, right? So Congress
Bro,
is the one.
how is she doing
what
it that
makes
fast?
all of the rules,
I
right? And then the president has the
I will
final
disagree.
sign off.
I will
Well,
disagree with that. It's the Supreme
that's-
Court.
Well,
I'm so confused.
Well, this is how it works.
Dude,
well, no,
that
the
Valkyrie,
Supreme
I
Court
don't
has
even know,
final
man.
say.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
No,
Christian,
the
I
Supreme
saw that,
Court has
dude.
final say.
no, this
right?
fucking
So,
Jormungandr
like, that's the
is lag
fail-safe,
switching.
right?
Yep, he is. I told
have-
you someone's
have
up with him.
The Congress, which is the body of the people,
This
right?
Yeah.
fucking
And then you have the
person.
president.
Right,
the
right.
body of the people. They come and they make up shit, right? And then they vote to see if it will come into law. Then they make it pass, and then it goes to the president. If the president doesn't
said it,
like
that's a
anything what's
plan,
within
bro.
the bill or whatever, because the president, it is his job to read. If there's 4,000 pages, that motherfucker has to make some hot cocoa and read 4,000 pages. Like he's supposed to do that, right? But we know they ain't doing that. That motherfucker ain't reading anything. He's just having ice cream.
Get the fuck out of
But
here!
like,
Fucking
right?
read shit.
So like, but what I'm saying is, is that you're supposed to read these things, and you're supposed to, because like, is this what I
I'm
want
so
for my
rusty
nation?
as a
And then
Roshi.
he's the one with the final say, and he passes it. He can also try to sign things into executive order and then try to pass them, but if the Congress says no, then they kick it back to him, and then it goes to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court will have the final say. Yes. So you're technically right. Yes, the Supreme Court has the final say, but the body of Congress is the ones that are actually making up the majority of the rules,
Steven,
and
you
then the
need to
president is the
that.
middleman who sees the things out.
Steven.
Yeah.
What? I'm dead, bitch. What do you want?
I'm dead, bitch. Dead, bitch. Ooh, damn. You said that with so much hate in your heart right now. Fucking A.
You're dying, motherfucker.
Oh, hell no.
Man, I worked 16 hours of overtime this week. My brain ain't working.
I can't fight this Valkyrie, dude.
I know that Valkyrie.
How many projectiles she got? They're the last two, Bliss.
Blocking, man.
Yeah. So okay. So like, for instance, the Patriot Act.
Oh, don't even talk to me about the Patriot.
Excuse me?
That's what I'm saying, dude. You have the right character.
I definitely dodged that, dude.
That's crazy.
I don't understand.
New lobby. Thumbs up with these, especially that Yorm. Because I do believe he's lag switching. I think, yeah, I think that she's a PC player. That Zanu's garbage. They would beat him.
But like
I'm
I was saying,
definitely
like,
Roshi
the
just
Patriot Act,
got lucky off of me, so.
yeah,
I'm
the
sending out
Patriot
some
Act is
reports,
still enacted
especially on that Yorm.
right now.
Because look, that Valkyrie should not be moving that fast.
And it's like, it shouldn't be. And then like, there's
Valkyrie
things
always
like,
moves
okay,
yes.
so even like the whole thing of like paying taxes,
She's
right?
the one
Shoot.
that left
Like that,
right away.
we left the crown
Anna,
for a
what's good?
2% tax. A 2%. What a percentage are we paying now? You get taxed for everything. You get taxed for anything you buy, for the car that you drive, for anything. You get paid on your, even when you work and you get your check, you pay taxes on that. You pay taxes for everything. So if you're paying taxes on everything, and then at the end of the year you still have to pay taxes, and if Uncle Sam didn't think that he put the corn cob in too far enough, he might give you $500 back.
So in Minnesota, in Minnesota, we have the food and clothing tax. Like, we don't have to pay taxes on that. Well, in the last 4 years, now we have to.
That's
And
crazy.
yeah, it's been ridiculous. It's just because we have been sending billions of dollars overseas for a war we have fucking nothing to do with. And what I was telling Bliss or Zach,
I'm coming. I heard. I need help.
Help!
I'm sorry. We were talking. You know, yada yada. There might have been a peace pipe involved. I don't know.
So, Zach's actual blood brother, he's in the army, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Man, I'm in the military, man.
I have respect for you, but at the same time, fuck you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, what? Hey, whoa.
Oh.
The only reason I say that is because there's no
Where
point.
are you?
There's no point
Coming.
in nowadays, right? it every country just wants to swing their dick. If it was like Vietnam, World War II, it would be a whole different conversation, right? It's just a dick swinging competition, and it pisses me off. If that makes sense. Hmm?
It has nothing to do with him. I mean, like, he probably went because of, you know, his values and probably his family,
Well, yeah,
military, or
no.
whatever. You
My
know, like,
family is.
it's still tradition, you know? Like,
Yeah, no.
I mean,
no,
like,
right
dude,
now,
look,
wait, are you saying like his family like joining in?
Yeah,
no,
no.
I'm saying you don't know his, we don't know his story. I'm
No,
just
yeah,
saying, like,
I'll tell you right now,
No, I'm not.
nobody in my family has joined into the service, at least that like recent generations. He
Yeah.
just loved playing Call of Duty, and ever since he got his hands on Call of Duty, he wanted to be in the service.
Well,
okay, well, I mean, hey, that's cool.
listen,
Hey, my hat's off too.
It part with me too.
Calm down, homie. I was just
No,
saying,
no,
I'm like,
no,
hey.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like,
No.
that's why he wanted to be.
No, it was a big part with me because, like, so my grandpa, he was in Vietnam, and my family, they're big alcoholics and drug addicts, and I wanted to be better than them, right? And so I'm the first person in my family to graduate high school, then college. I legit dropped 200 pounds to join the service. Like, I wanted to join the service. I have mad respect for people that do join the service. I didn't mean fuck you in a bad way. It's just
Okay.
with how the
Yeah.
military is right now. It's just a
I
dick
was feeling that
swinging
Roach is on
competition.
PC. He's moving fast
That
as shit.
Highlander does nothing but press R1. Or whatever he's RB. I don't know.
Did I end?
Be careful with
did I
that Roach he's
understand
because I think he's on
I'm just
PC.
trying
I'm
to
not
fucking
even
kill
in
this
the
thing for
military.
you.
I'm not serious at
Did I unoffend the guy that I said
God
fuck you
damn,
to?
Bliss.
Sorry.
No. I don't think. I thought it was fun.
Yeah. It's just a dick swinging competition, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man, I won.
That's fair. That's fair. Mad respect to you, though. I have to admit that.
I'm not in the military.
I'm not even.
God damn, Bliss.
Oh, he just pimp slapped you. Oh, God.
Wow.
Damn.
You could have had.
Wow.
Damn.
I hit the fucking fire, bro.
Oh, this bitch. You're gonna try to pimp slap me now.
Throw lights. Round 2. I can
I only got
I
pissed.
don't have fast enough reflexes. Then. Okay, this Griffin. is
He
getting
got me,
crazy
fuck.
parries. That Griffin is getting insane parries.
Shit.
Well,
Hey,
my
come
homie
here.
was on the short, and I thought he was gonna come through. I told him to join. He has
Come on, why didn't I get the shield? Whatever. I'm kind of mad I didn't get that shield. I was on that bitch. buy him again.
Round 3.
Good, I do have him. Come on, seriously? Fuck you, I win, you lose. Yeah, okay. Killed that Griffin, but that Orochi's an annoying bitch.
Oh, he almost killed my ass. I'm gonna die, but
Alright, Bliss. I ain't gonna fight your Orochi after. Shit. Oh, don't let him go. He's easy too, I'll beat his ass.
bro, you ain't got that Ouroboros?
What? Yeah, I saw that too. Should have had to deflect on that.
Yeah.
Bro, like, I like the new armors and all, bro, but the Ouroboros, bro, like, it heals you. You don't have to go to shore.
Oh, what the fuck?
Haha! Hyper armor beats yours, Highlander. Kiss my ass.
He tried! That
Destroyed
bitch
him.
tried to kill me, dude. Oh my god. That motherfucker tried. Yeah, he just tried.
I told you.
God.
That's the bot too. That's not. I executed the real Highlander.
I shotgunned his ass twice, though.
Where the fuck are they at?
Over here on this shield. Waiting for it.
Are we jumping, Bliss?
No, you're alright.
Man, this new shark's gangster.
Victory.
Yeah, I seen that. I was like, yeah.
Round 5.
Yeah, like. Yeah, this.
Get the fuck out of here! How do you deflect that?
I just lived. I lived again. He's trying.
Dude, you're such a cocksucker of a fucking Orochi. My God.
He broke my fucking sails.
That's
Cunt
cheap
bag.
ass shit just to beat me.
Bitch.
Oh my god, I'm eating a burger right now.
They're right behind you. No, you should have done that.
Whoa, I almost died again. Did you see that?
God. 40 damage?
You just wants me, bro. Like, fuck it, come on.
No way!
Dude, what the fuck? He's just bullying us, bro.
Bullshit.
Oh!
What a faggot.
14 seconds, bro.
Of course I go to. I should have. Why did I not watch my snake, bro?
Yeah, she just stood your ground. He would have folded.
I had that kid.
That Orochi was something else.
He couldn't handle his own. That's why I think he was PC, because he can't.
Yeah.
PC players can't fight their own mirror for whatever reason. Because I had the same fight with the Berserker that was on PC, and I was beating his ass with mine.
They're very strange.
You know what was funny?
I fought the
I don't
last
know if
one.
you saw
I
this,
never fought this
but when
one.
that Orochi came up to me, he had full shield, and I
Yeah.
just depleted it instantly. I was
Yes,
like,
you
nah,
did.
son.
I'm starting to notice that PC players can't fight the same character they're playing with. I don't know why that is.
Whoa, what the
It also
fuck
doesn't
was
help that
that?
I've, with my Orochi, my deflects are kind of on point.
Yeah. How you feel
Because-
you watching me as Nobu as how I feel watching you as
Oh.
Orochi. I'm like, god damn.
Yeah, I mainly like
Dude, he just
Orochi
fucking
is
came
my
and just
very
ate you,
first-
bro. Like,
hero that I've ever actually played and put time into. So, and then when I was Shinobi, literally, I'm telling you right now, when I like was first playing Shinobi, I would purposely like make myself
I
not
hit
get
him.
damage unless it was a deflect.
Oh, that's how you know you toxic.
Well, I was just
Bro.
trying. That was just me trying to get good at deflecting.
No, that's how you do it.
yeah. It's just
Like I'm
that
telling
was.
you, if I focus on deflecting, I will like actually like deflect everything and anything.
Well, then you might have to train me on deflecting.
It's a lot of it's one really good reading and
Motherfucker's
just
fast. bro.
reaction but like reaction into like dodging into their attack, you know?
There's
I'd
only
say
one
heavies are a lot harder. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but like more difficult to deflect because you got to time it and like you can't just like right when they
God,
throw it.
he came
It's not
out
an
of
instant
nowhere.
reaction.
Yeah, exactly. Lights are so easy to fucking deflect
What?
because it's just instant dodge and you're getting a deflect.
I don't know why, but PK is the only one I can really deflect well with. I just don't know
Yeah.
why.
I mean, I will say, depending on the assassin that you're playing, the deflects are different. Like, the timing is different, the way it deflect is different, you know?
Second will be Shaman.
Dude. I'd be going crazy with Shaman.
Oh my God. Dude, he's just spamming that shit.
I'm gonna end this broadcast here.
He got me like that too, bro. He just waits.
Deviant, are you going into the tournament?
I told Johnny if he still needs me, I'll be available.
I want to be in it, and you could probably, because I work the first day that it starts, but it's also my last day of work, so like the days after I'll be able to do it. you can